I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. I have another recipe to share, and this one is super simple. So I went through my cabinet today to look for coconut milk, evaporated milk, condensed milk, you know, all of this Asian type of thing to make cassava cake. But then I realized that I haven't gone to the Asian supermarket in a long time and I have nothing. So what am I gonna do? I have this cassava in my freezer, so I took it out and I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? And then I remember one type of dessert I had growing up. So if you live in Asia, cassava is actually very easy to grow. I think it's easier than growing yam, potato, or even white potato. Like super easy. You just literally stick the tree on the ground and it grows like crazy, right? And so you have to be creative with what you want to do with it. You know, you could make a dessert or food, and sometimes you just too much of it and you just leave it in the ground forever and old and die. But cassava over here is not that cheap because they have to import. So I bought the frozen one just because it could last longer, and whenever I feel like making one, I can just take it from the freezer. So yes, cassava. Beside cassava cake, which is one of my favorites, you can also make kind of caramelized cassava, which looks exactly like this. You can say that it's caramelized or candy type of cassava. It's so simple to make, literally about 10 minutes in the total time of cooking, and you don't need all the coconut milk, this milk, that milk, or even eggs. Like, so simple. So let's get into the ingredients. I use 1.5 pounds of cassava here, but again, I'm using the frozen one. So if you have the fresh one, that's even better. And then cut it into medium-sized cube like this. Make sure the cubes are very consistent, very same size, so they all cook evenly. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of shredded coconut, and just a pinch of salt. That's it. All you need is like 4 things: cassava, sugar, shredded coconut, salt. Yes, so simple, 10 minutes. I don't find anything that's easier than this, and so I'm excited to share. But is it as good as it looks though? The smell, like, because it's caramelized, you can imagine how caramelized sugar smell like, right? For some recipe, people are like very lazy and they kind of just boil it with the sugar and just let it caramelize that way. But me, I'm actually taking my time a little bit. Basically caramelize the sugar first and then add the cassava, and every 2 minutes I open up the lid and stir, open up the lids and stir for about 10 minutes in total. And that's when I'm adding just a pinch of salt. And also finally and lastly is the shredded coconut. So this time I don't cover the top because I don't want it to be soggy or overcooked. Literally just keep on stirring until the shredded coconut completely caramelize and melt together, all with the sugar and the cassava. Well, it smells really good. I haven't tasted it yet, so I cannot say it's delicious. Again, I will tell you if my food tastes good. So let's get into it right now. The sweetness is perfect. Riley, that's my dog. I'm sitting up high right now. She's still next to me, making herself known once again. The reason that I think this one is better than cooking it with actual water is that the texture of the potato, the cassava, it's not soggy, it's not like too wet or anything like that. And it's aroma, good aroma of the shredded coconut. They're all unique in their own way, but they come together in one, if you know what I mean. You know, 3 in 1. It's really good. Now, one more tip, because if you want to replicate this recipe, make sure the heat is always medium, between medium to low. You don't want to put the heat too high, because you can burn your sugar or burn the potatoes, so then it's not gonna be good. Very careful with the heat, and again, like I open and close every 2 minutes. That helps with it generating its own heat, its own water, produce its own water, which is a good thing. So open it every 2 minutes, stir, keep on stirring for just 10 minutes, and that's what you have. Yeah, don't eat this one. Right in the middle. That's the wood. Compared to the cassava cake that I was planning to make, this, in my opinion, not as sweet. Because cassava cake, you put condensed milk, which is very high in sugar. I feel like that cake is always a little bit sweeter. This one, even though it's caramelized, the sugar, but it's actually balanced very well with a little bit of salt and the entire potato. I keep on calling it potato, cassava. So this one is good snack, very simple to make. Try it out when you get a chance and let me know in the comment box below what you think. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. What do you think? Was it good? Was it good?